Hello and welcome to Man Cave Media. On this channel I'd like to talk about beer, sneakers, tech, and toys. If you're new here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. Also, please connect with me on social media. I'm on Instagram at media.mancave and on Facebook and Twitter at mancavemedia.org. And finally, if you enjoy listening to podcasts, please check out the League of Sedentary Gentlemen. We're available wherever you get your podcast or direct from our website at man-cave-media.org. Alright, fresh off my annual pilgrimage to Comic-Con, I got myself an exclusive. Let's check it out. Alright, so once a year I make the trip down to San Diego for Comic-Con. It's become one of my favorite traditions for summertime, and because of my schedule, I'm so busy, I usually only go for one day, and that one day is usually Friday. I tend to like Friday because it seems like the vendor hall is the least crowded on that day. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody that goes on Saturday or Sunday or Thursday for that matter. Is it any different for you? But for me, I tried Saturday and I've tried Friday, and Friday was better than Saturday by a lot. So I choose to go on Fridays now. But anyways, so there's only one exclusive I was after this year, and that was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Turtles in Time 4-pack from NECA. And I missed the pre-sale. I wasn't aware that they were going to have a pre-sale on their website. And by the time I knew of it, I went over to try to grab them, and they were already sold out. And they put on the website that they were going to have some units available at Comic-Con. Every day at 9 o'clock, they were going to put some units out for each day, and whatever, when they sold out, they were done for that day. And I kind of had a little bit of a suspicion that they were going to be easy to get at the con, because the original 90s Ninja Turtle movies, the third one didn't do very well. The first two were pretty good. The third one, I mean, it was a good movie. I liked it anyway, but it wasn't as popular as the first two. And so I figured most of the people who wanted it got it on the pre-sale, and there wasn't going to be much demand for it. Now, I don't know how many units NECA was putting out every day, but by the time I got in, we had a couple things we had to do when we first arrived before we could get into the convention. And so by the time I got in there, it was already 11 o'clock. I went straight to the NECA booth, and they still had 5 units on the table. I don't know if that's how many they put out. I don't know if there were more than that. I don't know if they had more behind the curtain that they didn't bring out. I have no idea what the number was, but they still had 5 back there when I got mine. So I don't think there was a big, rush for these. And there was no line. I walked right in and grabbed this. There was one person ahead of me who didn't buy anything. But anyhow, I had a feeling. And so if you were looking to grab this and you either didn't have time to go look for it while you were at Comic-Con, or you didn't go to Comic-Con and you were trying to get it on the pre-sale and it sold out, I have a suspicion that if you go check NECA's website later this afternoon, after Comic-Con's officially done, or tomorrow morning, they're probably going to make more units available on their website. I just have a suspicion that they're not going to sell out over the course of the convention this weekend. So you might get another chance. Another thing too is I also have a suspicion that even if they do sell out, or if they don't make more units available on their website, this is not going to command a high resale price on the secondary market. So I think if you wanted this and you weren't able to get it the first time around, I think you'll be able to grab it. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? It is an awesome set. I'm very happy to have it, and it's, I'm a Ninja Turtle fanatic, and I have lots of Ninja Turtle toys. This is gonna look really good in my office back here. I gotta have a little session where I look for a spot for it, because currently all my shelves are full. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this massive thing unboxed. There's a good look at the cover. Turtles in Time. Off with this. That to the side for the moment. Oh man, these are so cool. I love the way these convention exclusives are presented in their packaging. It's like they have us nerds in mind when they do this stuff, man. It's presented so nicely. There are a ton of accessories in here. So really quick before I look at the figures, let's check out this box. It's cool. On the inside of the box, it's got some art. And it's really cool. I like it. I'll get some close-ups of it. They really do a good job with the boxes on these things. All right, so let's look at the accessories on the front really quick. We have a couple of face masks straight away. 4 in total. They are all the same color and same style of mask, it looks like. And then we have the lanterns. There are 4 different styles. I'm sorry, 3 different styles. I'm sorry, my apologies. Oh. This guy is a little bit. There we go. That one was in there. And then the turtles themselves, there are more accessories on the backside, but let's get these guys out so I can separate it. Here, let's try I'm gonna try separating the 2 halves and see if it's easier to kind of pop them out from behind. I'm not gonna leave, you know, people who like to leave things in the box. There's certain things that I do leave in the box only because it's easier to display. But for stuff like this, out it comes and onto the shelf. I don't leave things in the box. You know, later on, after I'm gone from this world and my kids are trying to, you know, sort this out and maybe try to get some money for it, they can curse my name for not leaving it in the box. I don't care. Out it comes. I don't like to leave things just sitting. So there's the accessories. Get to that in a minute. Pop these guys out of here, man. Yeah, they're not. Oh, okay. Just above their belts, there's a little fastener that I couldn't see at this angle because my eyes are trash. So that's why it was being so difficult. That makes sense now. There we go. Look at that, it popped right out. So there's Michelangelo. Let's get Raph out of here. It's Raphael. Go Leonardo. There's the leader. And Donatello. Who in the more recent the new Ninja Turtles movies, Donatello has become my favorite. When I was a kid, it was Michelangelo, but in the newer movies, they made Donatello an even bigger nerd than he already was, and that made me like the character more. There's a look at Donatello. that to the side. Alright, I'm going to set these guys to the side really quick, and I'll get them set up in a minute. I'll pose them and do close-ups, all that good stuff. Let's get to the accessories here. So they give you 4 additional heads that don't have the samurai gear on, which is cool. Let me get this out. Alright, so I'll start with these because they are, they're not strapped down. So I'll start with these. These are pretty cool. So obviously you get 4. They are the same color, same style, and I probably will be posing them with these on because I really like them. And let's get a look at the alternate heads. So these are the heads without the samurai. Oops, there we go. Without the samurai headdress on them. That was Raphael. It's Michelangelo. Donatello. Whoa, too far. And Leonardo. I'm probably going to leave the samurai headdress on them when I pose them in my office, but we'll see. Alright, you get some swords. It looks like 2 sets of swords for Leonardo. So these are a bit of an older style samurai sword. Those down, and then you have his more traditional samurai swords here. They give you both, which is cool. Again, I'm not sure which ones I'll use to pose him with. We have Donatello's staff. And Michelangelo's nunchucks. Very cool. And lastly, Raphael's size. So 2 different styles of swords for Leonardo, and then all the other weapons are just the standard, and you get 1. And then these are different hands for posing them with their weapons, or without their weapons, I guess. These are like closed fists. So I guess if you want to pose them without their weapons, this one looks like it's for holding weapons. Yeah, these ones look like they're for holding weapons. Yeah, so it's just different grips for different poses, depending on what you wanted to do with them. It's pretty cool that they include all this stuff. This one's in there. Whoa, get back here. That's the last set right there. Pretty cool. Police this area. Where's Donatello? Come here. All right, so I mean the detail on these guys is really good, man. Like they did a really good job with these. Most Comic-Con exclusives, they usually do a pretty good job with this stuff. But yeah, I really dig the quality of these. So it doesn't look like anything else besides the headdress, obviously, because you have the change of head. It doesn't look like anything else is removable. Oh, the belt. Yeah, the belt does come off. You could slide the belt off if you wanted to. But it's just a very well-designed figure. So these retailed for $150. I have not seen any. Actually, I'm going to look really quick. Forgive me. All right, so there's a couple of people on eBay already asking for inflated prices for these. I got one for $229. Ugh. Another one for $199. That's a little better. $215. Here's one that's reasonable, but it's not a buy it now situation. It's a bidding war. It's up to $155. But for the buy it nows, it looks like they're listed anywhere between $200 to $260. I wouldn't do that yet. If you were looking to get this and you weren't able to get it, I would wait till after Comic-Con is officially over and then head over to NECA's website and see if they list more availability on the website, because like I said, I have a sneaking suspicion that they're not going to sell out. But anyhow, let's go ahead and swap the head on one of these and see how it looks. Let's see if there's a trick. No, it looks like it just pops straight off. Yep, there you go. So the head with the headdress on, they're like smiling and in a good mood. And the extra head that you get, they're like ready to rumble. And they just pop on and off fairly easily. There you go. And then yeah, you can pop the headdress right back on. Now he's ready to rock and roll. So I think I'll probably leave the friendly looking head on there when I decide to pose them. But I'm not entirely sure yet. So the hands that he has on right now looks like they will hold the bow. The bow staff. Yes, it will. There you go. Pretty cool. Oh, you got to be careful because if you touch it, it just pops right off. But it does grip in there pretty good. Just once you have it, you got to be careful. So let's see how hard he is to pose. Oh, not hard at all. Sweet. So they're a little bit back heavy because of the way the design is. And so they tend to want to fall backwards. So when you're posing these guys, you want to lean them forward a little bit. All right, let's get Michelangelo's nunchucks on here. It's Mikey with his nunchucks. Yeah, so with these hands, these are less for posing with weapons and more for just posing without anything. So I'll swap the hands out. This is just an example though. And for the close-ups. Get him posed. Yeah, he was being a little bit more difficult. Here's Raphael. Where's his size at? Raphael, of course, even his not fighting head is not smiling. Because Raph has an attitude problem. Here's the size. Yeah, they want to go backwards. Really badly, they want to go backwards. So you got to kind of fandangle him forward a little bit. And it's because, you know, you're supposed to make it so that they've got their... It's obvious that they have a shell because they're turtles, so they're a little bit back heavy. I'm going to pose Leonardo with his original swords. Just for now. Leonardo is also not smiling. So with their I'm going to call these other ones the combat heads. With the non-combat heads, only Donatello and Michelangelo are smiling. Raphael and Leonardo are not. So there you have them. There they are. That is so cool. I love the detail on these excellent toys. Retail for these guys, I think I mentioned it already, was $150. Currently sold out on their website, so hopefully you were lucky enough to get that pre-sale, or you were at Comic-Con and you were able to grab them from NECA. But as I mentioned, I have a sneaking suspicion if you wait till the end of today, they will have more on their website. Just a suspicion that I have. But anyhow, in my opinion, well worth the price. And yeah, I'm going to really enjoy owning these. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pose these the way that I'm going to display them, and I'll get a bunch of close-ups. Alright, that's all I have for this one. Thank you again for stopping by. Please smash that like button if you enjoyed this video and help feed that algorithm. I hope you have a great afternoon, and like always, thank you for watching.